because the 1 hour has messed up a few people, you know.
Yeah. It messed me up actually. I came off another call in order to do it, and then I thought, hello, something's on here, and then I looked at the fine print and I figured it out.
Interesting to see he's got the meeting is also live on YouTube.
Yeah, I've just put it live on YouTube now. There we go. We're live. Hey, how's it going? All right.
Good, Frankie. How are you?
Good. Are you sitting at the sea?
I am. Hot day.
How come the water's not moving?
So everybody got in. Okay, I had a few from South Africa saying they couldn't get in, which was a bit of a struggle. So let's hope we get some more in soon.
Hello, Robert.
Bruce, g'day.
Frank.
How are you doing? All right.
Yeah, starting to rain here in Johannesburg.
All right. Yeah, weather is still not the best ever, but there you go.
And we've been pretty cold for 3 days.
Tourist Commission.
I hope it's not the dreaded lurgy, you know.
Hey,
No,
Matt,
I've done it.
it's raining. Yes, I know. That's fine.
So we're getting on board. So over 100 booked. I think we'll be
What do
lucky
you
if we
take?
get about 25. That's the normal ratio, you know.
Take your cell phone as well. This guy's in Hart Bay. Look, he's doing the thing from Hart Bay.
Who's that?
One of the guys in the meet in the webinar I'm going to.
They're still on the webinar.
It's another webinar.
We're hearing lots of good background noises there.
Well, I know. At 5
Yeah.
o'clock,
Yeah, what's it from?
you lighting 5:30.
Hi, Frank.
I printed out the summary.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? All right.
5:30.
Yes, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Lighting. 5 o'clock, I'm finished my webinar.
Good.
They're going to be out.
We're up to 14.
And the kids must be, but before 5 o'clock, they must be out of that boat.
Give me 1 second,
There we go. And there's GP as well.
There's not any extras.
Probably the best singer in Africa, GP, who's joined us there. There we go. Let's I think everyone is. Are you all muted, unmuted?
Do you want us unmuted or muted?
We'll go muted when we start there.
Yeah.
You made GP blush. I don't think that can happen. He's like one of the best entertainers in the world. So there we go.
Can we have a song while we're waiting?
Yeah, you should keep us entertained, yeah, GP. We need a song from you. You see, he's muted himself. Let's go unmute him, and he's got to unmute himself there. Got to click the left-hand corner. Hey, Jody, how you doing?
Hey.
Good, thanks.
Oh, there's GP now. We can see you. Are you going to give us a song while we're waiting?
Hey, I thought it's only you doing this for free. Now all of us have to join in on this.
So you see, now I want us to pay to listen to you. You see. So it's how long have we got? We can get going. Yeah, we've got about another 6 minutes. Yeah, we've got lots and lots of my friends, and we should have another musician friend of mine joining us as well. A guy called Freddie Ravel, who is the keyboard player for Earth, Wind and Fire and Santana. So he should be joining us later as well.
Have you got any friends who play the didgeridoo, Frank?
I don't have any friends, Australian friends. You know, they just cause a lot of nonsense, those guys.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy called Rolf Harris who could play the didgeridoo, but he's not available.
Yeah, he was playing with his didgeridoo, that's why.
Very good, Frank. Very good.
I learned from the best, the media master.
Yeah, well, I'm not as sharp as that, though. They could be out early under this prison release scheme. You never know.
I know.
Him who's stealing your chocolate in the night, Frank, and not that cat.
I know. Oh, we're getting up there now. That's great. We'll give it another 5 minutes and we can get going. Lots and lots. There's Hans from Holland joining us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Afternoon, Frank.
Hey, Jason from Cape Town. Good to see you.
That's me.
There you go. And Hans from Holland. Hoe gaan het, Hans?
Sounds like another South African majority here.
Well, we rule, you know. What can I say, Michael? Most Australians want to be South Africans when they grow up one day.
Really? Well, yeah, I suppose if you took enough of them, they could show you how to play rugby. You never know.
Hang on a minute. Who won the Rugby World Cup? I can't remember. Anyone remind me?
Yeah, I'm not sure myself. What was the score?
And never mind that. Who was in the finals?
I was sitting in Orlando, 4 o'clock in the morning, the only South African in a bar full of Brits. So fortunately it was rugby. If it was soccer, I'd have to run like hell.
I think we should talk about cricket World Cups. It would make much more sense. Summer's coming here.
You're going to try and win it
I
someday, don't you,
prefer
Michael?
football.
Hello, Hans.
Hello, Frank, and everybody else. Greetings
How's things
from
in Holland?
Amsterdam in Holland.
Hello.
How's things there? Good?
And this is my real background, not these fake things that you guys are using.
This is my real background as well. I'm sure it is. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh, geez. I've
The
changed.
green screen.
Oh, I've changed. There we
Best
go.
view in the world, guys. Look behind me.
Cape Town.
Large start.
It's like all the champions are green screen, yeah. There's Tim. How you doing, Tim?
Very well, Frank. How are you?
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Great. Well, I'm in Ukraine actually at the moment.
Oh, you're in Ukraine. Wow. So all over. We've got Dubai, Ukraine. We've got the States. All over the. Who else is from different countries here?
I'm from France.
France, right?
Canada here.
Canada.
I'm here in the UK, Frank, as you know.
Okay, yeah, UK.
I have got the Golden Gate behind me, but that's just, playing games.
I can see, yeah. We're going to have some Aussies, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning there.
Both. Won't be the same without them.
And there we go. We've got Ian Rose as well. Ian he was an Olympian wrestler. Great to have you, Ian.
That's good. Good to be here.
So we're up to 39. That's not bad. When you get 100 booked and you can get 50, you're doing pretty well. So give it another minute or two for everyone to get on board. I should have some good music playing in the back. Here's Tony, just come in there. Anthony Cirillo, there we go. It's like a real international thing. So GP, what do we need to pay you to give us a song while we're waiting? In fact, if anyone gets the chance, GP, are you on YouTube?
Yes.
Please go and watch him on YouTube. The guy is just awesome entertainer.
Thank you.
How do we spell his name?
Oh, it's a long name there. Put it in the chat box for us there, GP.
Okay.
Name in the chat box. And there we've got a Nick from the Rooster. Mark Berger. Been pretty good.
This morning, I shaved off my beard, so I'm now very jealous on Michael.
Well, my
Nobody must be
beard trimmer
jealous
has
of
just
Michael.
arrived, but I haven't worked out how to use it yet. I'm trying to get down to about Frank style. Not quite, but it's a bit out of control at the moment.
Hi, Michael. How are you doing?
Bonjour, Annick. Comment vas-tu? All that.
The jazz, yeah. Good day, good day.
Oh, very good, very good.
When I set up the webinar, I was trying to see if I could exclude any Australians, you know, with beards especially, but it didn't work.
You're just going to have to mute him.
Permanently mute them.
Is that possible on Zoom?
With you? No, I don't think so. Okay, we'll just give it another minute or so, and we're up to 54. That's pretty good. Great. Let's see what else we got there. Great turnout there.
Well, Frank, do you know that Jody and I had my very first Zoom session with Jody, and she taught me everything I know about Zoom.
Jody, you failed.
I know, I should have told them that Zoom is mute is permanent.
Yeah, it's just like old times now. I've just got to fake screen because she always kept, the thing I remember with Jody on screen, she kept saying scroll down and press. And I'm sort of seeing her again and it's all coming back.
Okay.
Maybe you can say that, Frank. Let's do it. Can you say, tell everyone to scroll down and with your face on the screen? Has an amazing effect.
Here we go.
Michael.
We are recording now. We're also live on YouTube, so hopefully a few people will watch us there. I tried also going live on Facebook, but they brought out a whole lot of new stuff to go live there, and it doesn't seem to be that easy. Okay, there we go. From Malta. Ah, Daphne from Malta. Great to see you. I was over there last year. It was awesome. Absolutely beautiful place to be. Right. I think we can, let's go over here. Right, I think we're ready to go. So welcome everybody. Great to have you on the webinar here. In fact, I just bought a package this week by a guy called Ted McGraw, and it's all about how to run webinars. And I just realized how I've been doing everything wrong beforehand. But he's
Okay.
Absolutely awesome, because I'm such a practical guy. I'm just like Zoom, go straight into everything, you know. And he's like, no, you've got to make friends with the people. You've got to do some small talk. And I'm like, it's just small talk stuff. Let's just get straight into it. So it's absolutely awesome. If you get a chance, go and see him, Ted McGraw, MCGRATH. He's got some fantastic secrets. Just there's Michael Dodd going already. He's fallen out of his chair. You know. If everybody who's watching, please, there's always one that makes it Michael Dodd. You know, what can I say about these Aussies?
Yeah.
So really, why we're all here today is we all have a challenge at the moment with the coronavirus. All of our businesses is stopped, and we're trying to think about what can we do? How can we overcome it? So I was actually approached about 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know if Joan's with us at the moment. Joan, if you are, just say hi. Joan is one of the co-owners of a huge company in New York, and I did a presentation for them in, I think it was December. And then about 2.5 weeks ago, her other director, Larry, contacted me and said, listen, we need some help. All of our people are working from home. Can you put something together? So for about 2 weeks, I was working about 18 hours a day to put something together. I put a fantastic course together for them on selling from your home. And then I just thought, you know, everybody else is going to be needing this course as well. And that led me putting together a pre-recorded webinar, which is absolutely awesome, but that's a paid one. It's like $47. And then I thought today, let's do one for all of my friends and clients around the world. And there's Joe as well. Joe from Dubai and Scotland. Good to see you, Joe.
Hiya.
I'm going to look at the opportunities over there, and I'm going to go through. I'll also be having a. I'm going to go into. Let's just go into share screen here, and let's go into the PowerPoint because I've got a lot going on in PowerPoint here. So let's start this, and I'm going to be just hopping between PowerPoint, coming back again. We'll have some time for questions later on. And also, if anyone's got anything, just put it into the chat box in the meantime, because I'm going to be covering stacks and stacks of stuff. But like I learned on this webinar, you got to talk about yourself a little bit, and you've got to make friends with the people. So that's where I grew up, in a little town called Blyvoorheidsig in South Africa. When I was 9 years old, we had a huge sinkhole that appeared there. One family just disappeared forever, and that's the size of the sinkhole. We left that morning, and right up until today, the town is a ghost village. We moved to Johannesburg, stayed with my grandmother, and grew up pretty poor, my dad being a miner, but he started his own business when he was 48, which turned into a great, great business. And I was pretty average at school. I don't know if anyone else was like me. And I always remember I had this Afrikaans teacher, because I was 16, I was playing in a band at that time with everyone who was about 20. And I always remember his words. It was, "Frank, you will amount to nothing in life. You will end up on the street corners smoking marijuana." You know, so I'd like to see him again now, share a stick with him. Anyway, I did become an accountant. Well, I didn't. They fired me after 10 months. And then I did what I always wanted to do. I became a drummer in a rock band. And that's like the best thing on the planet. I didn't make much money, but the fringe benefits were out of this world. Absolutely awesome. Got married in the 80s, and I had to get a real job. I didn't know what to do, but I had a friend who was in financial services. I went into sales, did really, really well in sales, started a few of my own companies. 93, moved over to London. A friend and I started a company. We sold it 5 years later. And now I travel around the world speaking to all kinds of companies. I love it, except right now, I don't know if anyone else is experiencing just a little bit of pain at the moment. Last week, I had the most painful thing ever. I was paid up front just for a local job to speak over here, £3,500, and I had to repay it. I want to tell you that it's not nice having to do something like that. But anyway, I think we're all experiencing that right now. Those are my band days over there. It's a guy called Werner Krupski that I played for. Incredible, incredible musician. And really the big thing for me today is all of us can make a difference. If you can just pick up one or two ideas today that you can take away, every one of us is an expert in what we do. We've got Michael with media over there. We've got GP, great singer. We've got Joe, who's the king of financial services. So we've got so many people who are experts over here. And at home now, how can we actually sell from home? But you've got to realize that you make a difference in so many people's lives. This is a friend of mine. At school, he was told that he was a failure. He was never going to amount to anything, and he was stupid. So he left school at 16, not realizing that he was dyslexic, and started fixing air conditioners. 21, started his own company. At 39, sold it for 80 million. Started his second company, sold that last year for 100 million. And he's writing a book at the moment on how anybody can be a success. It's all about the blue collar successes. And that was me with him in his helicopter there. He actually flew over to my place in Orlando last year, picked me up, flew back to his place in Miami, stayed with him that night, and the next day he flew me back again. And that was me in the helicopter. So this is a guy who was told he was stupid at school. And I just think every one of us can make a huge, huge difference. Oh, by the way, I told you what, I got the pre-recorded webinar. And that's awesome. I took a lot of time putting that together. There's just stacks and stacks of incredible information. That's worth $47. And anyone who stays right to the end today, boy, that's going to be hard. I'm going to have a draw. You're going to have two winners. And if you're still with us, you're going to win that webinar, which is great. I mean, what do you do when you've got time to waste? You sit and make little name tags for everyone who's on your webinar. I mean, how sad is that? You know, they haven't got things to do. But we're going to pull two of those up later on, right at the end, and they're going to win the webinar. So let's go right into it. For me, really, one of the things that I learned from Ted McGraw is anything that you're doing, talk about a blueprint. So anything I'm doing now, I'm talking about my home blueprint and really working from home. If everybody's talking about working from home, but if I talk about my home blueprint to sales success, it starts to make a huge difference. And I've built a whole online course, over 100 videos based on this blueprint on home. So the 4 things are habits. if we're working from home now, we've got to get into the right kinds of habits. O is optimizing your profiles. We're going to be looking at that in a little while. M is using all of the mobility that we've got right now. And E is establishing your credibility through the right kind of posts and connecting with people. In fact, it leads us to three things that we're going to be covering today. First one is prospecting. We're sitting at home. How can we find new prospects? So if I was a singer, I'd be thinking, who are the hotels I can contact when they can come out of this, or who are the people that are going to hire singers? If I was in financial services in Dubai, it's going to be, who are all of the pilots that used to fly for Emirates that I can start contacting, making some kind of a relationship with them. So it's a great time to be prospecting. The next thing is connecting. And again, this is, I love the new cold calling, which is LinkedIn. And we're going to be speaking about how you can connect with LinkedIn, but then also how you can communicate. And a lot of that is going to be doing what we're doing right now with Zoom. So any of us can be selling over Zoom. So let's get straight into it, yeah, and start with prospecting. Now, the one thing I'd say to everybody, and this is one of the biggest things that I learned recently, was all about targeted prospecting. What does your ideal targeted prospect look like? So I'm just busy putting an online course together for financial advisors. It's going to have over 300 videos, ebooks, audios. I'm hoping to make it the biggest resource for financial advisors. So who's my target prospect there? Well, it's going to be sales directors of insurance companies. It's going to be owners of brokerages. It's going to be financial advisors. So I know who my target audience is there. I have another one. I do a lot of work in the health and fitness industry, and I've put a whole program together for them on how to use social media. So there I'm going to be looking for owners of health and fitness clubs. And a way for you to all think about this is, what does your ideal customer look like? So they've got the kind of problem that you can solve. And every one of us, hey, Carl, good to see you. Every one of us can go and solve problems for our clients. So what kind of problem have they got at the moment? Have they got the time and the money? Well, I want to tell you right now, it's the best time in the world to sell, because the biggest excuse I always come across is, I don't have time. Everybody's got time. Everybody's sitting at home right now. Get business outcomes. They're engaged with what you're doing, and they've got the same kind of worldview as you. So here's an example. This is a company that I work with in London. They're called Jellyfish Pictures. Most of us would never have heard of this company. They do animations, but in fact, if you've seen any of these movies, you've seen their work. They've done all of the Harry Potter series. They've done Raiders of the Lost Ark. Any animation you can think of, Jellyfish Pictures have done. So I was sitting with their team, and we went through this exercise, and we said, so who is your ideal target audience? And we started over here. How would you like to be found? And again, for all of you, think about this. How would you like to be found in a Google search, in a LinkedIn search? What are the kinds of things people are going to type into Google where you're going to come up on the first page? So we looked at them, and they had animation and VFX company, best VFX company. That's what people are going to type in. Animation and visual effects studio, animation studio. So we went through this whole exercise, and I'd say to everybody, do that same kind of exercise. How do you actually want to be found? And then type it into Google and see if you're coming up. Or even easier, type it into YouTube or LinkedIn. LinkedIn is pretty easy to optimize. What solutions do you sell? Is it going to be wealth management? Is it going to be entertainment? Is it going to be media training? So we sat through this there, and they said three things we do. We do movie animation, visual effects, and VFX. So come up with what kind of solutions do you provide, because that's where your content is going to start as well. And then who do we sell to? This is the big one, because this is the one where we're going to go and start searching for some of the people we want to sell to. So visual effects supervisors, producers, broadcasters, post-production supervisors, production companies, directors. Who's your target audience that you actually want to sell to? Let's go in now. I'm going to move over here and let's go into the internet. I'm going to show you a couple of ideas here. So I went through this exercise. I was actually playing around this morning. And has anyone ever done anything on Boolean searches? Let me just stop the share for a sec. Has anyone ever played around with Boolean? Okay, great, Hans, you've done it there.
Yeah.
Advanced Google searches. I'm going to be doing I'm doing a series of webinars, and one of the others, I'm going to be talking about advanced Google searches and how we can use that. So let me go back and share again. So this is Boolean searches. It's all about putting the brackets around there. And if you're looking for different kinds of people, you would put in a capital OR. So this was when I was in Australia, and I was working with a company that wanted to sell to dentists. So this is what we came up with, dental or dentist plus, and you've got your pluses and minuses, plus association, plus Australia. And then in brackets, we type in member directory to see what would come up. Basically, we're saying to Google, go out there and find anything that you can here. And look what came up here. I got 176,000 results just playing around this morning with that search there. And then I tried another one. In fact, there's one of the results I got there. Remember, I was looking for dentists. Hey, I got the whole directory over here. Look at this. I've got all of their names, their phone numbers, where they are. I got that this morning, just in 5 minutes. Now, what I'm going to do, if I'm selling to dentists, I'm going to go and connect with them on LinkedIn. I'm going to start sending them some great information and do a really soft sale, develop the relationship. Things are going to happen. But you can see there how easy that was, just playing around there. I can go anywhere. I can go to Queensland. I can go to Tassie. I can go to Victoria. There's the names. There's all the people I need, phone numbers, everything I need. And that was just messing around this morning. I then did another little one, and I put in, I live in Orlando half the year. So I put in, let's say I was selling to hospital managers in Orlando. I put in there hospital plus manager plus Orlando. And I want the purchasing manager plus purchasing. And I just put in the file type. Now, this is important. XLS, because normally these people will be saving it on an Excel spreadsheet, and that will pull it up. So I tried that there, and then I played around with another one over here. I wanted to find out who the CEO of oil and gas companies are in Australia. So I put in their president or manager or CEO. So those are the titles of the people that I'm speaking to, plus oil or gas, plus Australia. And again, the file type, which is an Excel file type. And I came up with 5 results, which is pretty good. And if I just go into my Excel spreadsheets, these are just some of the sheets I pulled up this morning, just playing around. There, I've got the names, I've got the email addresses of the people that I was looking for. So that's pretty cool. I've got the time on my hands now. If I was going to be selling to them, I've got, whoa, there's a lot of people there, a couple of hundred people that I can start linking with on LinkedIn and doing some business with. Let's have a look at another one here. This was another one I pulled up. And again, have a look at that. I've got the CEO's name. I've got their last name. I've got their email address. I love what we can do with the advanced Google or Boolean searches. And one more over here. There's another one over there. And well, there's only 26 there, but that's great. So start playing around with Boolean searches. The other thing that you can do is you can start using the advanced LinkedIn searches. The problem is they want to charge us $80 a month to do that. So I always try and find a workaround. And I found a little workaround here. Please go to this site here. Let's just try and get in there. So this is a site called Recruit, RECRUITIN.net, recruiting.net. And this gives you the same capabilities as the advanced Google search. So I was just playing around. So I've got my new course coming up for financial advisors. And I put in there, let's say I wanted to speak to financial advisors. They're going to be in the United Arab Emirates. I want to be speaking to sales directors or the head of sales or the sales manager. And some keywords might be life insurance. So I don't want to sell commercial insurance. I want the directors of life insurance. I just put those in and I hit the find the right people. It says open in Google. And guess what? I've got 10,500 people that I can start with straight away. I mean, take a look at that. We go in there, head of sales, Middle East, Zurich. So what do I do now? I find all of these people. I'll click into that. I'll go and check out, is this a valid kind of guy that I want to see? Let's just see here. So there he's head of sales, Middle East, Zurich. That's great. Let's just close a couple of these. And yeah, he's a guy I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with him and I'm going to send him a good message. But there you can see, if I just wanted to start selling there, which I'm going to start doing now, as soon as my course is finished, I'm going to hit all of these guys in the Middle East, and then I'm going to go to the Philippines, and then I'm going to go to Thailand. So this is the best time ever for us to go prospecting. So I'm just going to stop the share there. And again, if anyone's got any questions, just type them into the share box there. But please, so this is one of the first things is, let's go out there and let's start prospecting. We got the best time. Hey, YKK, my friend in Malaysia. How are you, YKK? Good to see you, buddy. So prospecting time. Let's go back again and see what else we've got here. So let's go back into our PowerPoint show. Let's go back here. There. And I'm going to be hopping in and out of this all the time. So just, there we go. And let's pull that up. So there it is, recruitin.net, RECRUITIN.net, recruitin.net. The next thing we're going to be doing is now we've got to connect with these people. So we've gone out there, we found them. What we want to do is connect with them. And of course, the best thing in the world is LinkedIn. I don't know about all of you, but I'm living on LinkedIn lately. And I will be running a full webinar on LinkedIn in the next couple of weeks to come. I'm going to be doing one on video marketing. I'm going to be doing one on LinkedIn, and I'm going to be doing one for financial advisors. But the first thing is you've got to be visible. I made the mistake was I used to hop in and out of LinkedIn all the time. I'd do a post every now and then. I'd get like 20 views. I'd go and I'd do some more, get another few views. The next thing is create conversations. And I'm going to show you how we do that now. Best thing is attract business and provide some incredible content. Now I'm just going to hop over quickly into, I just want to have a look at the chat box. We've got some questions over there. Let's just have a look at some of the questions we've got here. Greetings from Malta, Pretoria, Cape Town. There we go. Oh, thanks GP for putting in your stuff. By the way, if anyone wants to hire a great singer and band, GP's details are over there. There we go. This is a lot is new to me. How do we find contacts within a company? Okay, now I didn't plan for that one, but let me show you how you do that one. Anyone want to know that? Would you like to know how to find?
No.
No. Okay, so let's just hop out of this again, and I'm going to take you into, let's go back into the internet here. So I want to go to, let's say I'm going to Gibraltar, and I want to find someone in a certain company. You use a thing called Hunter. Spell it properly, hunter.io. Is it Hunter? Let's just do a search again. I didn't plan for that one, but this is a site that I use all the time over there. Here it is, hunter.io. Find email addresses in seconds. So, you know, if I wanted any company, I'll just go and put in there the company name.com, and up will come the email addresses. This is magical. I'll tell you, it's brilliant. just go and try it. You'll see it works fantastically. Put in the company's name and it'll pull up the email addresses. So we're picking up some ideas so far?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we've got to optimize our LinkedIn. And this is a really, really important one. Yeah. And we've all got the time to do this right now. So we're going to hop back over here again. And I'm going to show you why you want to optimize this, because let's just do a search over here. I'm going to do a search. I want to be found like for sales and technology speaker. Kali, hoe gaan het? Lekker om jou te sien. My friend Kali Roos. So I'm just going to type sales. Sales technology speaker. So somebody needs a sales and technology speaker for their conference. They hit that. And guess who owns that page? I own that page everywhere in the world. When you've finished with the webinar today, please go and type in that search wherever you are in the world. You'll see I own the first page for the phrase. And that's exactly what you want to do in your business. Now, 2 reasons I own it. The one is YouTube, and we're going to be speaking about that on my video marketing seminar. I'm going to show you exactly how to get onto the first page of Google. But the second thing, if we come over here, probably my LinkedIn is going to come up on page 1 or page 2. So just by optimizing your LinkedIn profile, oh, there it's number 1. Take a look at that there. The number 1 search for sales technology speaker is through LinkedIn. So just by optimizing your LinkedIn, you now can get to the top of a Google search, which is phenomenal. So let's take a look at LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm going to go into my profile here and show you a couple of things that you should be doing.
Sorry.
There we go. Let's go into view profile. I've got so much open, my computer doesn't know what's going on at the moment. Let's just open this here. Okay. So, and again, I'm going to be showing you a lot of this when we do the full LinkedIn, because there's so much to do there. Now, oh, thanks, Hans. Over here, where your title, if you've got a title, don't put your title in here. This is prime real estate for search engine optimization. So put your title in next to your name. And the way you can do that is if I just hit the little pen mark over here, my first name is Frank Furness Dash. My last name is Sales and Marketing Speaker or Sales Technology Speaker. So now I'm not wasting any space at all. This is your prime real estate. Think about 3 or 4 phrases that you want to put in there so you can see there. And I should be doing pretty well for virtual presenter as well, because I've had that there for a while. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 phrases. You'll also see a little space between each phrase and a little straight up thing called a pipe, which is just above your Shift key or your Windows key. What that is saying to a Google search is it's separating all of the phrases. In your About section, anything you do on social media, you're talking to one person. So don't write it in the third person. Don't be writing there, Joe Capaldi is the best financial advisor in the Middle East. Rather, hi, my name's Joe. I've been looking after clients forever. I've got 3,000 clients. Just talk to people over there. And by the way, go and just copy my one and just make yours that's the same as mine, because mine's not original. All I did is I bought courses on LinkedIn, listened to what they said to me, and changed things. So there, thanks for viewing my profile, talking to them there. Below are some of my specialities. All of those are key phrases where I want to be picked up again. Specialities. I then have one thing there as well. Why meeting planners book Frank? So why people would use you as a wealth advisor, why people would be using you for entertainment. So all of that is for search engine optimization purposes. So as I say, we won't spend too much time, but just go and take a look at mine. Come along for the LinkedIn webinar, and I'll show you all of the awesome things that we've got there. So we're optimizing LinkedIn. Also personalize your messages. When we do the LinkedIn webinar, I'm going to give you a lot more on the personalized messages, but don't just put there, hi, this is John Bruce, I'd like to connect with you. Put in something personal. And again, this I learned from a great expert here in the UK. When someone wants to connect with you, hi, Pete, and the 3 little dots means there's more to come. Yes, I'm very happy to connect with you. Look at the words there. I'm very happy to connect with you, dash, thank you. Please let me know if I can connect you to anyone in my network. Can I ask what prompted you to connect? What is this going to do? They're going to start coming back to you. They're going to start speaking to you. And there's Gloria, right? Hey, Gloria, good to see you.
Hi, Frank.
What you want to do is start a conversation. So can I ask what prompted you to connect? Thanks in advance. 3 dots, more to come, Frank. So again, on that webinar, I'm going to cover a lot of what you should be putting in there. And then also follow up on profile views. I mean, these are hot leads. Anyone who comes to look at your profile is going to be a lead. So what I do is if I go in here and let's just close a few things here. So I'm going to go in and see who's viewed my profile. So 598 views in the past 90 days. And I'll come in and I'd have a look at somebody over here. Mark Dennison, helping busy senior leaders. Yeah, I'll connect with him. This one over here, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll just send him a message. So I'm going to click here, message. By the way, I've also got, has anyone used Zapier? Z-A-P-I-E-R. I'm not going to spend too much time. Please go and take a look at Zapier. It helps you to automate things. So I automate as soon as somebody connects with me, it sends out a message to them that says, I specialize in helping people. Please drop me an email. And then he comes back. Thanks a lot for your nice email. And now he's gone. The relationship is starting, is now going, and he's looked at my profile. So what I'll do, I'm going to write him a message. And I have a pre-written message over here. There it is. I just copy and paste. Thanks for viewing my profile. A little smiley face. Best wishes. P.S. If you're up for it, I've recorded a short 43-second welcome video for new LinkedIn connections that can talk about how we can get the most from our connection. You can watch it here. And that takes him to a landing page. So I'm just going to copy that. And I'll put in his first name over here. Put in there, hi, H-A-Z-E-M, and I'm just going to paste. There we go. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add a little picture here as well. Let's just lift that up there. I'm going to add a picture. Pictures make people do things. So I've created a little thumbnail. Watch the welcome video. So there it goes. I hit the send button. He's now got that. And watch what happens once he hits that. So he's going to hit that there. Takes him into a landing page. Thanks for viewing my profile. And now we get personal. Now I can say, hey, Frank, this is Frank. And thanks so much for taking a look at my profile. So there we're making that personal connection. But also what I do, if you look at the end here, I'm going to give them something for free. Just for looking at my profile, please enjoy your free online course. Takes them down here. Click here to register. Now I've got their name and email address, and I've given them something for free. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. You're the expert in what you're doing. So give them something that's going to be valuable to their business. If I'm in financial services, it could be the biggest mistakes people make in wealth creation. There's so many things we can put in there. So there's the big thing. Follow up on your profile views. Next one. And again, if anyone's got any questions, I'll just see if there's any questions there. Just put in the questions. Let's see if there's anything in the chat box there. Can you please put that URL? Z-A-P-I-E-R. Just do a search for Zapier. There it is, zapier.com. Thanks, Hans. That's in there. And someone said, how do we find the contacts? Hunter.io. Great. You guys getting some, and ladies, getting some good information so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
Yes, thank you.
So let's go back into our share now. And we've got a few people in our group. I've started the most awesome thing is I've started up a LinkedIn group. Now, I would suggest all of you do the same kind of thing. So we've learned a little bit about how LinkedIn works. And we've got 20 people in our group, and they're an awesome, awesome group. We're having drinks and cocktails online at 5 today. But we have to be committed. I know Ian is on it. There's Jodie's on it. Quite a few in our group are on this year. But every one of us, every morning between 6 and 8, have to commit to putting up a post onto LinkedIn. And then everybody has to go into everybody else's posts, comment and like it. And all of a sudden, it takes a life of its own. It's unbelievable. Let me take you into my post that I put up this morning, and you can see everyone that's gone into it and looked at it. Let's get out of there. You all still see the share?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody's playing a bit of music in the background there. So let's go and look at my post this morning and see how it's doing. Let's go into this, yeah. Now, again, I used to put up posts now and then, and I'd get maybe, I don't know, 20 or 30 people looking at my post. But let's have a look at this morning. And by the way, everyone on this, please connect with me on LinkedIn. So here's my post I connected this morning. By the way, it's a great little post. I put a 143-page book there on video. And right now I have 3,706 views. That's not bad, is it? 3,763 comments. But that all starts.
That's a lot of views.
By having our group together. Michael's in our group as well. And what I do is I can't get up every morning at 6 and write a post. So I went in and I put up a whole month's post. I just wrote it out. And as I post, I go in and I just highlight it. So I know, so I've got a month's post. What I do every night before I go and sleep, copy paste. The next morning, I just go in and post. And what I've also got is people love thumbnails. So yeah, you can see all of the thumbnails I've made. And on the video one, I'm going to show you how to make great thumbnails as well. We just don't have enough time today. But there's all my thumbnails. Let's just view a bigger view, yeah. Get a good thumbnail. Home working, get the keys. Or you're a master prospector, home working. And again, when we get to my LinkedIn one, I'll be sharing the things that you've got to do to get your posts to trend, because there's quite a few things. In our local group, we had a webinar on this about a week ago. We had a 2-hour webinar on how to get your posts to trend. One of our guys has reached 80,000 people viewing his post. I mean, that's just like phenomenal. So have a posting strategy. And again, don't leave us. Remember that there, we've still got 2 winners coming up. We've got one more section there. We've got 67 people. So we're going to have our draw later on. Woohoo, the cowboy hat for 2 prizes of webinars. There we go. Now, let's go back again. And our next thing is going to be all about communicating. And this is huge. I love video. I've been doing video for years and years. I've got 750 videos on YouTube, 7,000 subscribers. By the way, all please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Sales Tips, SALESTIPS, youtube.com/sales tips. I'm trying to get up to 10,000 because if I reach 10,000, I can go into London and use their YouTube studio for free. So for everyone else, if you've got more than 10,000 subscribers, you can go in and use all of the studios for free from YouTube. So let's have a look at the video strategy. So some hardware and software over here. This is a cool little thing. I've got this on my desk at the moment. I just bought this because I don't know, sometimes I'm speaking to somebody on WhatsApp or something like that and the phone is shaking all over the place. This is just such a cool little thing. You can put your iPad or your iPhone on it. It was about 20 bucks. So that's one great little thing I use. By the way, if you also go into my post of today, go and like it and comment, and there's a 143-page ebook of where you can buy everything that I'm speaking about now. That's what my office looks like. In fact, I've got that microphone that I'm using right now. It's brilliant. It's a 600-pound microphone. It's great, but you don't need to spend that much money. This is my other little microphone over here. Let's pull this over here. That's it over there. It's called a Samson Go. Sells for about $50 and it's absolutely awesome. Just never have any webinars or anything where you're using just your computer sound or horrible little microphone. This is $50 and it is absolutely so worth it. That's what my office looks like right now. I've got these two big lights on because if you switch the lights off, just watch me at the moment. I'm going to switch the lights off. And I mean, you can see the huge difference that it makes. Switch it back on again. There we go. So those are the two lights I've got. And you can get the lights pretty cheaply as well. But you've got to have good lighting as well. This is the most awesome thing. Please go out and buy this. This is what I'm using right now. This is my green screen backed chair. So, I mean, this is, I'm going to go out of here and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go choose virtual background. I'm just going to put no background. So that's what I look like right now. I'm going to stand up and that's what you're seeing. I'm sitting on my chair and it looks like I'm in a pretty professional place, but all I've got is this green screen background. How cool is that? And you can come back here, just come back in, make sure the areas are covered. Jeez, I'm a big cheat with this video stuff, aren't I? Whoa. So now I can go back in and could be chilling at the beach today. I just bought a new house. Things are going pretty well. Love my new house over there, or there's one of the bedrooms. I've got some naughty ones as well. I'm not going to show you those. But I could be in a live studio. Take a look at this. You can, oh, look at Hans. He's got his wings behind him. That's pretty cool. But look at this one here. I could be in a live TV studio. Look at that. So you know you can actually, hey, there's Freddie Ravel. Freddie, good to see you, my buddy. You'll see Freddie. How you doing, Freddie?
Oh my God.
By the way, Freddie is the guy that played keyboards for Santana and Earth, Wind and Fire. So absolute legend there.
I can't get on.
And so there you can see the background, but it's a little bit too busy for me, but you can put in video backgrounds. You can put in all kinds of backgrounds. Let's just go back to.
I can't turn on. He wants to. He's showing backgrounds.
There we go. And so let's go back to the backgrounds. You could even put in a little movie theater, but let's just go back to a normal, my room. That one works pretty well for me there. I'll come out of that and let's go back into the screen here. So that's what my chair looks like. Please go out and get it. It's just awesome, awesome. That's my garage in Orlando. So
and I knew he was on, but
what I did is I went out and I bought a kit. It was under $500. I got two great cameras and I set it all up in my garage. You can see there's two cameras over there. There's the lighting kit. And I've got clients that come in. This is a guy called Brett Overman, who is 41, is the CEO of one of the most successful companies in the world. The guy's a billionaire at 41. He owns Zippy Car Wash in America, which is the second biggest car wash in the world. His neighbors are, well, I can't tell you, but they are huge giants. His farm neighbor is the boss, and his other home neighbor is a lady who most probably had the most successful TV series ever in America. She's a legend. So that's him there at 41. And he comes over to my little condo in Orlando, and we sit there and we film, and we just sat there. We made about 10 or 15 videos that day that he sent out to his team, put things up. So think about setting up your own studio as well. I went in there and the most I got in one day was, I think I made 52 videos. Preparation is what takes the longest and the post-production, but if you know what you're doing, it goes pretty fast there. By the way, that's where you can go and download the book. That's the free ebook. If you want to download it, just write that down. Productivitycenter.com. That's where all my online stuff goes on, the productivitycenter.com. And that's just /video book. And you can download the 140 page. Oh, there we go. Collie, you clever, taking pictures of that over there. That's the way to do it. And I'm going to play you just a little video now. And well, in fact, let me talk you through it. Has anyone here used Camtasia? Okay, I would say to everybody, please, you can go and download it free for a month. It is probably the best software I've ever used. I'm going to spend a lot more time when I do my course on it. But that's Camtasia over there. That's where I take out the green screen backgrounds. Let me just go back into Camtasia here. So this is one that I was recording. And you can see there, if I take out all I did was, that's what it would look like. I filmed that in sitting here, and then I just come back and I put in that green screen background. So Camtasia is just a fantastic, fantastic thing to use. As I say, I won't spend too much time on it, but please go, you can download it for a month for free. They are that confident in their software. That's what they'll do for you. This is me on Zoom. You know that now. And again, a lot of us, Zoom is fantastic. I'm thinking about putting, in fact, on the webinar prize we're giving away, I've got a whole section on how to use Zoom. If you want to know how to put those backgrounds in, it's just on the side over here. If you hit the little arrow, it says there, choose virtual background. You go in, you can see all of the different backgrounds. I just click on the backgrounds. And you can add your own images as well. So I bought lots of packages. I invest quite a lot, and I've got some great pictures, TV studios. But my best is when I'm actually traveling. I'm traveling all over the world all the time. I'm taking lots and lots of pictures, and I'm sharing or I'm using those on my series here. And also use this here. So you can go live on YouTube or Facebook. Now, just imagine how you can multiply your audience by doing this. And a little trick that I've learned is, let's say I'm going to go, let's say I'm presenting at 3 o'clock today. At 2:30, some of you would have seen it. At 2:30, I went live on YouTube, and I just put up a little PowerPoint thing that said we're going live at 3. So anyone who's going onto my YouTube knows I'm going to go back in 25 minutes. I'm going to go and watch that. So please use that, because you can multiply your audience by 20 or 30 times. Also, what I'll do is when this is finished, I'll download it and I'll share it and make some other stuff with that. Who would like to know how to make video emails? Because we're working from home now. People don't open emails, but video emails like the most awesome thing on the planet. And you've got these companies like bomb.com. I don't know where they come up with a name like that. As soon as you type in bomb, you're going to be flagged everywhere. But they're hellishly expensive. So I found a workaround that is just awesome. It's a company called Loom. Please go and look at this. Useloom.com. Useloom.com. And I normally give a demonstration, but it actually messes up the whole Zoom because you're doing video in video. But I'll just show you where it sits over there. Let's just close that there. So if I was going to use it, you can see the little Loom for Chrome. I would click onto that. It would start videoing me. And let's go. You can see all of the videos that I've made over here. Let's just see if I can play one of these. I never like to do video in video, but you can see there. As you know, what's happened now with coronavirus. So what it does, it makes a circle around your face. You can move the circle around. You can explain things in the background. So if, let's say I was Joe, I wanted to explain something complicated to a client, I could go in, I could go through all of the forms, show them exactly how it works. So that's just awesome, awesome stuff. Please go and take a look at it there. Useloom.com. The next thing is anything that you're doing, personalize it. We've got the time now to personalize things. Stay in touch with all of your clients. So here's just some ideas on how I'm picking up work by personalizing things. I sent out an email, although I'm not speaking at all, no one's doing anything at the moment, I'm still writing to all of the event planners and the bureaus. This is one I wrote on the 17th of February. Hi, Priscilla, launched my new keynote, The World of Sales, last August, the USA. I've been presenting it. I'm ready to roll it out. Perfect for any sales and marketing conference. Let me know if you require anything. I don't hear anything back, but next month I send another one out there. Hi, Priscilla. I thought I'd drop you a quick note to remind you, which is very relevant right now with the coronavirus. No, I don't hear anything, but I'm in front of her. And then a few days ago, I get this from her. Hi, Frank, how are you doing? I hope you're well and safe. Just got the following inquiry to see if you're interested. Geesh, are you interested? Of course. Organizer, one of the biggest insurance companies in Asia, a webinar on selling non-face-to-face for insurance companies. July, August, 30 to 45 minutes. All of the companies, all the insurance people now need to learn to sell online. Audience 500 to 600 people. And it's all of the agents in Hong Kong, Philippines, Indonesia. Please let me know if you're interested. What do I do? Straight away, I did something personalized and I got that back this morning. Good news, they want to discover it further with you. They'd like to have a Zoom call early next week before making a decision. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get the business or not, but it's just you're in front of your clients all the time. Just get in front of them over there. If I don't hear back from them, it doesn't matter. All I know is I'm in front of them. Here's another one, and I don't know if Joan's with us today, but in October last year, I was asked to go and do a conference for 28 almost billionaires really that own some of the biggest companies on the planet. And it was going to be at the Hotel Teatro in Denver. So what do I do there? Before I go and I personalize something for them. So if we go in here, I make a landing page for them there. There we go. Looking forward to meeting at the Teatro. And there's my little message to everyone. This is Frank, and just a quick video to introduce myself and say, there I go, what I'm going to be covering. Now I want to tell you what, I've established rapport. I'm doing what other people aren't doing. And again, I'd say to everybody, start using landing pages and start doing these things for your clients, because I guarantee nobody else is doing that. I had another one last week. I had a big insurance company called Hansard that came to me and said, can you put something together for all of our agents in South America on how to sell? So I said, sure, put something together for them. But again, I make a personalized landing page for them. Yeah. By the way, when we do our YouTube, I'm going to show you how to do this breaking news and some other awesome stuff. But this is what they get. So this is personalized, and watch how I've personalized the video for them. Discover how to sell from home so you can beat the challenge. Coronavirus virus is forcing a lot of financial advisors to work from home. The webinar will share tools, and we go into this here. Check this awesome little video here. I'll show you how to do that soon. Watch their name come up as well. Hansard Presents. And then all of the things that they're going to be learning. And then I'll go in and I'll personalize it by speaking to them. This is Frank, and we live in a whole new world, this coronavirus. Now I'm just chatting to somebody as if I'm sitting across the coffee table. If they want to do it, contact your Hansard manager, and a lot of stuff on what's in it for them, equipment, how to dress, the enthusiasm, the eye contact, how to use Zoom, how to get video testimonials, how to do video emails. So there's all of that stuff for them. But what I've done is I've personalized this for them. And I'd say that to everyone right now. You've got time, go and personalize your presentations for people. Use video. I mean, you could just use Zoom is so awesome. Get a background like this, just video yourself, save it, go and make a few edits and send it to your clients. Right. What's the time? We've got about 5 or 10 minutes to go. So I want to tell you a little bit about my new course that I've developed here. This is the Selling from Your Home course, the blueprint over here. And it's an awesome course. Includes, so what I've done with this here, I've included my whole video and YouTube marketing course. I've included that. My YouTube course sells for $247. And this is the YouTube course here. Let's take you into it. That's what it looks like, the YouTube and video. And you can see all of the stuff there, creating your videos. By the way, if you want to buy that, you can go and buy it for $247, but don't. YouTube strategies, live streaming video, creating visual content, resources. So in this program, there's also $1,000 worth of resources that I've given to people, because the most expensive things are getting like backgrounds, lower thirds. You can see there, audio, copyright-free audio, action buttons. It also includes, so there, $247, also includes my LinkedIn course. So my LinkedIn course I sell for $47. And again, anyone can go and buy that there. That's what it looks like there. Changes your personal profile. We'll show people exactly what to do on LinkedIn. But this is what my course looks like. It's taken me about 2 weeks to put together, the Selling from Home. And if you go into the course, this is what it'll look like. So you would go, how to use LinkedIn as a marketing platform. You'll click into that. It'll take you into the video. By the way, I use a platform called Kajabi, which is brilliant. It's hell of expensive, but they will go in and you will watch the video and see exactly what I'm talking about. When you're finished, you'll go into your next video. So this is a course that's taken me ages and ages to put together. And it also creates my favorite. One of the things, again, when I do my LinkedIn webinar is I talk about creating great headlines. So I have some headline creator software that I sell normally online for $47. You fill in 4 lines and it spews out 100 different headlines. It's just fantastic, fantastic software. So I've included that as well. So the course there is 123 videos, 8 ebooks, LinkedIn scripts, and 1,000 in resources. And normally I'm selling that for $497. So a lot of my big companies, my big clients are buying it. But again, for everyone on the webinar today, I've got one special offer, but only for 2 hours after the webinar. That's all. You can get it for a 70% discount. So you can get the whole course, all of that stuff. And by the way, if you've gone through the whole course, completed it, and find that there's no value, I'll give you 100% of your money back again, because I know that there is just, I've got some of the companies using it right now, and they're coming back and saying it's awesome. So what you would need to do is just go in, you'll see at the bottom of everything here is sellingfromyourhome.com, sellingfromyourhome.com. If you just go into that, and at the checkout, just put in there where it says coupon code 70 off, and you'll be getting that for $149. So I know a few of you will buy it. I always believe in spending money. I've just learned a stack of stuff from Ted McGrath on his course over there. But as I say, I'm only going to do it for 2 hours. So anyone who's interested, please go and do that. That's what it looks like when you go into the checkout. It says $497. If you type in 70 off, apply, it'll come up like that, $149.10. Right, so there's the little sales spiel. So if anyone's interested, please go and get it for 2 hours. Otherwise, it's going to go back up to the normal price again. Coming soon, webinars coming soon. So I'm working on all of these. It takes ages to put together. So I hope you got a lot of value out of it. Let's go out of the share. Yeah, I hope you got a lot of value out of it. So I've got my video and YouTube webinar coming up soon. And there's going to be just awesome, awesome stuff on that. That's my absolute speciality. I love that. I'll let you know when that's coming up. I've got my LinkedIn webinar coming up. This is all going to happen in the next month or so. And also, if you're interested, drop me an email. If there's enough interest, I'll run a webinar on Google Advanced Search to show you exactly how it works, and we can start playing around. But if there's only like 5 or 10 people interested, I'm not going to do it. I like to get about 100 people coming on to this. Any financial advisors as well, I'm going to be doing a whole webinar for financial advisors on how to sell from home. So those are all of the things coming up soon. And I'm going to go to the chat box now, see what we've got in chats there. And if anyone's got any questions, we can take those now before we have our prize draw. So let's just have a look here. Oh, there's a good question. What level of LinkedIn do I need? So that's a great question. They try and get you to buy the most expensive one, which is $80 a month. And I go in for the recruiters one. It's $20 a month. It's the lowest level. And the reason why I do that, it gives me 15 emails, but I can see everybody who's looked at my profile. And that's the most important thing. I think on the free version, I don't know, you can see maybe 5 people who've looked at it, but these are hot leads. You can see I send them to a landing page. So go on and get the cheapest version of LinkedIn over that. So Sales Navigator, that's pretty expensive. Have a look at Hunter. Advice on what to write the message when inviting someone to connect. We're going to be covering that. I've got about 4 or 5 templates on what to cover over there. Yeah, there it is, the Samsung mic. Where do you get the green screen for the chair? So again, please just go and download that ebook. It's got everything that I'm using, plus it's got the links. So they're just Amazon links where you click on the link and you can go and buy it or do a search yourself. You might get it cheaper on eBay. Sally, do you have a question? Okay. Gloria. So again, if you download that ebook, you're going to get that there. It's in the ebook. Great. Thanks for putting that up there, Hans. Will we be able to get a recording? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be doing a recording of this, and you'll also be able to go and see it on YouTube. Yeah, Camtasia can be found in TechSmith. And I mean, it's just the best software. Freddie, awesome guy, Freddie, best keyboard player on the planet there. Can we have a chat when you're done? Yeah, absolutely, Freddie. Great to see you again. By the way, if anyone wants to go and watch GP singing on YouTube, and then just type in Freddie Ravel and put that onto YouTube, you'll see him playing with Earth, Wind and Fire. You'll see him playing keyboards, most unbelievable keyboard solo of Black Magic Woman with Santana. And he also worked for some other greats like Sergio Mendes and Al Jarreau. So great guy.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, we'll do that privately afterwards, Freddie. Over here, do you recommend we use the company logo content on the background? Do you recommend we use the company logo photos? Again, so I'll get into that on LinkedIn, but I'll go and use a thing called Canva. I'm just going to show you my screen share. Yeah, I'm just going to share. I'm just going to take you back into LinkedIn because I had a really crappy background. Let's go into my LinkedIn here, and I'm just going to move this group chat out the way. Let's go view profile, and you'll see the background. Can you see the background? I just made that on Canva. It was that easy to do, and it looks really great. So anyone who comes into it straight away, you can see that's what I do. I'm a keynote speaker. There's the audience over there, picture of me presenting, and then make it easy for people to contact you. You can see my UK, USA phone number over there, mail, web over there. So just use Canva for that. Any more questions here? Looking forward to financial advisor. Great stuff. Advanced search. There we go. Any more questions? Okay, so that's great there. Oh, Freddie, just a quick one. Freddie, drop me an email and then frank@frankfurnace.com. That way we can have our private conversation. I'll just get on board with you. And let's go back here again. So does anyone want to win a prize today? No, nobody want to win a prize?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be the $47 webinar. And again, please remember, for $149, you've got the whole course, but only for 2 hours after this. You'll see I will switch it off. after 2 hours. Then it goes back up to 497, because some people say we're going to do that and they keep it on forever, but 2 hours later, boom, it's gone. So we'll get my cowboy hat on. I mean, how sad is it? We've got all of these, and let's put this in here. Put all of these in. By the way, this is something that I never knew about before. When I bought Ted McGraw's course, he said this to me. He said, if you want to keep everyone on your webinar so they don't start clicking off about halfway through, entice them with something that they can have at the end. I thought, how cool is that? You know, all of the webinars I've been doing before, the people get to the stage, they click off. Everyone's now staying on because we want to get a prize. So there we go. Let's have a look. Let's pull one out here. But you've got to be on the webinar to get it. There's the thing. If you're not on the webinar, you don't get it. So there's a fella called Ian Rose on the webinar.
Hey.
Ian, you're there.
Yes.
Ah, we're fantastic. Okay.
Hi, Ian.
That's awesome.
So there we go. Awesome. Ian, by the way, is he's a Paralympian wrestler. He was on my speakers boot camp. I'll be running one of those soon. He was on my speakers boot camp. How many years ago, Ian?
Oh, blow me down, mate. That was 2004. So ages ago, just after I finished the Athens Paralympic Games.
Yeah, so I worked with all the Olympians and Paralympians, which was awesome. And Ian and I have been friends ever since. So
thank you.
Okay. Otherwise, people are going to think I'm cheating if that I've pulled you out. So I'm going to give 3 winners today. So is that cool?
That's cool. That sounds good.
So here's this guy, Andrei Petrov. Is Andrei here? Where's Andrei? Andrei, speak up, forever hold your pieces. We don't have Andrei. So what are we going to do with him? Snooze, you lose. Let's take another one, yeah. Oh, another guy that registered, but I haven't seen him on yet. Good stuff. Gauss is good stuff on it. He registered, but he's not on. So what do we do with him?
Free draw.
On.
What's
So we've got Ian Rose. Mark Berger. Mark, I think I saw you earlier on.
Here I am, Frank. Wow.
Hey, great stuff, Mark. So you'll be getting, by the way, anyone who's won this, just look in your junk mail. I don't know why it always goes there. You'll get your registration and just put in your login details and away you go.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it, brother.
There we go. And because everyone thought I was cheating with Ian, I'm going to do one more over here. This is cool. I like this. Thanks to Ted McGraw, learning all these little tricks here. This is from somebody called Ray, my next advice.
I've gone. You've gone.
He's gone.
Oh, I've gone. Why have I left the screen?
Suzanne Trisk. Is Suzanne with us?
Yes!
I am. Hooray!
Hey.
Female winner. Thank
There
you.
we go. Yes.
Yay!
Great stuff. So we've got 3. Shall we do one more?
Yes.
One more. Why not? Why not? Christian Medina. Is Christian with us?
Yeah, I'm right here. Thank you.
Ah, there we go. Christian, well done. Where are you coming in from, Christian?
San Diego, California.
San Diego. Fantastic. Well done.
Oh,
You've won.
Yeah.
So there we go. And just
Oprah would have had one for everyone.
Yeah.
I like the way.
I would love to do that, but I would have to stab myself to death if I did that. Yeah. So now if you want to get, that's also included on that package over there. Remember, go in for 2 hours, put in the code. It's got the headline, it's got software. And by the way, it genuinely has over $1,000 worth of video resources in there, video backgrounds, all kinds of stuff. So for 2 hours only, 70% discount, selling from your home.com. Right. So everybody, did you enjoy that? Any questions so far? You pick up any questions?
That was excellent, Frank. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Frank.
Yes, very
Thanks,
good.
Frank.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
brilliant.
very
Well,
much.
Frank, good job.
Thank you very much, Frank.
and
Frank,
one
welcome
quick
to
favor,
my
if I could
product.
ask everyone, please connect with me and give me a testimonial on LinkedIn. That way it'll be a little thank you from you.
Dynamic, Frank.
And if you can, a video testimonial, that'll be awesome. And now Friday night approaches, time for that single malt. So let's all go and hit our drinks, and hopefully I'll see some of you on the products.
Already on
and
it.
Other winners out there. Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Frank.
Cheers. Stay safe.
Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
Bye.
To
Thank
everybody
you.
else.
Thank-
Cheers, everyone.
That
Cheers.
Bye.
book is Peaceful